know that it works. It will literally detangle your hair in minutes. You can see the transformation going on. 19 minutes. Oh my goodness. Do a giveaway. Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Cassandra and I am the founder of Organic Beauty Essence. What I'll be doing today is showing you my routine for detangling my super tightly curled type 4 hair, and I want to show you how quick it can be when you use our Organic Beauty Essence, Marshmallow Root, and Slippery Elm Detangler. This is my absolute favorite product of all the products we've created. I know it's kind of funny for a founder to have a favorite product, but yes, it is my favorite product. It's the first product that I created, and I created it because of the kind of hair that I have. I've been struggling with like detangling, like since I went natural. That has been my major struggle, and I think a lot of people can relate to that because everyone I talk to that has type 4 hair always tells me detangling is the most challenging part of their wash day routine. And so that's what we're doing here today, just to show you that with this product you can have a full transformation of your detangling process. And something else I'm going to do is to time my detangling because I want to show you like the real thing. So my two products that I use for detangling are the detangler, of course, and this spray bottle. And I use this spray bottle because it's a continuous mist spray bottle. So basically you trigger it once and you see like that's it, continuous spraying. So that also cuts down on the time. So I will need these two. I'll also use a styling comb and our signature hair ties, which I also have on my hair right now. So I'll use that to section my hair into 4 and start the detangling process. So I am turning on the timer. It's 1:59 now. The process is starting now. Okay. So first step is to spray with water. So I literally drench with water. I spray until it's wet, super wet. And as I spray, I like to just like take down tangles as well. Like I just keep running my fingers through my hair. That's what I do. The entire wash day process, I'm running my fingers through my hair. Even when I shampoo, I keep on doing that because I know that my hair loves tangles. So as you can see, it's wet, soaking wet, it's dripping. That's when the detangler comes in. So pumping the detangler and showing you is a little difficult, so I'm going to try to raise a knee up. And so this is the amount of, I'll show you the slip from the detangler so you see. Now this is how slippery this product is. This is what I was trying to achieve when I used Marshmallow Root and Slippery Elm to create the product. But anyway, like I said, I cannot get carried away because the timer is on. So let's keep going. So now I apply the product. Apply the detangler, run my fingers through, and if you can see, the moment I apply it and run my fingers through, my hair just starts, like, it's like magic, you know? Growing Organic Beauty Essence has not been the easiest thing, I will say. But every time I do my wash day, or every time I receive one of these amazing reviews from someone saying how much they love the product and how this detangler or any other product in our box, our shampoo bar, deep conditioner, serum, anything has changed their lives, I'm like, okay, we need to keep going. So this is it. You see? And one thing you will notice is that as the product is getting applied, the curls are getting defined. Because we are using like really good ingredients, well researched organic ingredients. we're all about, so this is a kind of breakage that I get, not much, just a little bit. So we're all about using vegan ingredients because we care about women's safety, we care about our safety. I'm I'm vegan for the most part. I cheat sometimes with baked goods, but I am mostly like I'm always vegetarian, and then sometimes I cheat with baked goods. But I try to be vegan, so I do it for health reasons, and there's no way I'm gonna be eating clean and using products that are not clean on my hair. So you can tell from the quality of our products that we really care about that. So look at that. That's what you get from the first section. Okay, so that's done. That is done. That is it. Okay, so moving on. I cannot waste any time because I want this timer to prove to you that you can do this too. And I want you to feel like, you know what? Having natural hair is not as difficult as everyone has made it seem. I can do this. Or I can wear my hair out. I'm not going to be so scared that it's going to tangle up, because if it does, I'll use my detangler and the process is not going to take me 100 years. Yeah? So that is the purpose of the timer. And so I must achieve my goal. Okay, so spray, spray, spray again. Detangle while we spray. Okay. Drenched again. Removing any little. Apply detangler. So I think I pump twice. Like I pump maybe when I'm taking the product. I think I pump like 4 or 5 times to get a big chunk in my hands. Then it just drops a bit. But I like to rub it in my palm, spread it around a bit before I apply. And then when I apply, most times I apply a second time. So I do use a generous amount of product. So if you feel like, you know, it's not going as smoothly as what you're seeing right now and you have the product, try to use more, see what happens. But I've also seen a lot of reviews of people saying a little goes a long way, which is what we want to achieve. I'm just extra, I just want to do a lot of it. And you know, I'm not using a brush, so that also is a thing, because I think with a brush you may not need as much. I don't want to use a brush, you know, reducing the amount of breakage. I think the fingers help. Does anyone remember a YouTuber that used to finger detangle her hair for days? I remember watching that. I think it must have been 2016, 2017 time. I still had relaxed hair at the time, and I was, you know, just watching videos and joining the natural hair movement through watching videos. And I remember this lady with really long hair that used to finger detangle her hair, and she would take days to do it. I don't remember her name or anything. If anyone remembers her, you can tell us in the comments. Okay, so let me see. I don't know if I would do this last section in one or if I will split it in two, because I want it to be fully detangled. So the smaller the sections, of course, the more efficient the detangling job is. And if you detangle your hair well, your styling will be easier. Everything will be easier, you know. You won't just like develop knots in the middle of the week, you know, and which will cause more breakage. So do a good job. It's not just about getting through the process, it's also about doing a good job. So yeah, okay, drenched, apply, and once I'm done with this section, I'm gonna check to see where we are with time, because I need encouragement. Okay, I think I can do it in one section. Removing all the little hairs that come out. Now, someone asked me a question recently. He said that he had been seeing hair in the shower and that he wasn't sure, like he was using the products and he wasn't sure what was going on, and he didn't like the fact that he was suddenly seeing hair in the shower. So instantly I asked him, is this the longest your hair has ever been? He was like, yeah, since I started using the serum and the shampoo bar, my hair is really long. So I told him about shedding, natural shedding. Our hair sheds. In fact, I looked it up recently, so I know the number that came up to me on Google. It's like 50 to 100 hairs a day that we shed. And if I'm wrong, oh well. But that's what I saw, 50 to 100 hairs a day. So check that out. Because a lot of us with, you know, curly type 4, type, you know, 3B, 3C, whatever, tightly curled hair basically. We're just afraid of any kind of breakage, or not breakage, but shedding. Any kind of hair that we see falling out, we're like, oh no, I'm losing all my hair. No, your hair also sheds naturally, you know. So the problem is if it's like tangling and snapping, or you're manipulating it so much, you're pulling it out, you're tying it up in hair ties and then pulling the hair ties out really, you know, like you don't care. And then you're like, I don't know why my hair is not growing. Of course it's not growing. You know, so those are two different things. Shedding and breakage are two different things. We should have shedding. So as you detangle, if you see all these nice little hairs coming out, that's okay. In fact, what I used to convince that friend was that, if I remember correctly, when we lived in a hostel with Caucasians, you know, we would have all these complaints of the girls blocking the bathroom drain because of, you know, their long hair that sheds in the bathroom. So, you know, that's like a natural thing that happens to you regardless of your race. So he was like, yeah, I remember that. So, so don't worry if your hair sheds, just don't break it. All right, so taking my sweet time, yapping. Let's see. So yeah, I spray, detangle, I put it in twists, and then I wash in twists. So the way I wash is I use shampoo bar on my scalp, and then I take down one twist and just let the shampoo, like the suds, run down from the scalp to the hair. I don't really try to wash the hair strands themselves. Sometimes I do if I feel like I have a lot of buildup, but yeah. So one section is done. Oof, scared to see what the timer says. Okay, look at that. It's 10 minutes and I've been running my mouth and getting distracted. 10 minutes on one side. So can we finish the other side in another 10 minutes? Let's see. Let's do this. I would be so grateful if that happens, because that is going to help a lot of people, I believe. I just love this new wave of seeing women with type 4 hair showing up. You know, type 4, I mention type 4 a lot because I have type 4, but I love all curls. It's really nice. Even type 3, you know, whatever your hair is. I celebrate everyone. Type 4 is just closer to home for me. And because when I was growing up, having these kind of curls meant that you belonged to some kind of religious sect that did not relax their hair. And that was what I believed too. I wasn't relaxing my hair when I was a kid, but I forced my mom to perm it because a teacher asked me if I belonged to some church that didn't perm their hair. And I was like, no. And I thought that was a bad thing because, you know, when you're a child, you want to belong. And so I was like, please, perm my hair. Perm my hair. I wish I could go back and not do that. But anyway, we've always been perming our hair, putting them in braids or wigs or weaves, and all those styles are beautiful and I love them and I have no issues with them. But it's just, there's something about seeing women wearing their curls out and they're just like, look at me. And you know, with a beautiful skin and everything, showing up authentically, not being worried about anything, and just being themselves. I love it. Love it so much. So yeah, look, you can see the transformation going on. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. All right, next section. Let's do it before and after. Before, spray water. Drench it. Just drench it. You're never gonna have too much water when you're detangling. Apply as much detangler as you want. Again, show you the slip. You know, we have gotten comments from people saying how showing that slip is disgusting. Like, people don't like seeing the slimy look. But I'm like, those who get it, okay? Like, if you have struggled with detangling, then you know that slip is the thing that you need. So we always like to show that our product has that slip. And the best part is that you have that slip without any silicones, no toxic chemicals, right? Like, we care about our health. We don't want to develop fibroids and endometriosis, breast cancer, all these cancers because of the products that we're using in our hair, products that we paid for. That's just, I don't like that. Like, obviously no one does, but it's just painful. Why would you think that it's okay to give us the products that are full of chemicals, which you already know have all these effects on us? Like, is that sabotage? Huh? That's when the you start to think like, is this a plan, or are you just cutting costs? You know, I don't know what to think sometimes. But the reason I support black businesses, especially businesses owned by black women, when it's products that I would use as a woman, is because I feel like hopefully you would not want to poison your own community, you know? You're probably using those products yourself and you would care, you would ask. You're a scientist if you're not the scientist. What are we putting in here? You know, you would care. Like, why are we the ones that have the highest rates of all these illnesses? And now we're seeing all these studies and lawsuits coming out to say that they are linked to cosmetic and hair products. Anyway, that's the end of my rant. So last section. So here's how I am detangling. I am detangling, not just grabbing the entire thing. I'm kind of going in a bit smaller sections because this is a really big section. So I'm just going through. I haven't shown you, I've shown you, but I've not said this. I start from the ends, I go all the way up, and then I come back to the ends, and I concentrate on loosening any tangles in the ends. So no, here's it. So I apply the whole thing, massage it in, then I go from the ends, and then I go like that with my fingers. Try to see if there are any tangles, take them out. Don't want to break anything, just take the tangles out. And if you're using a brush, it's probably going to be easier for you. So, remove the breakage. Remove the shed hair, not breakage. And we go that way. Over any hair. Go like that. So let's see. Let's see if we make this 20 minutes. I think we will. Alright, like I said, do a good job with the detangling, okay? Don't like put a timer and start rushing yourself and be like, I want to make 20 minutes. Like, take your time. This is just to show, this is to prove something. This is a challenge. Look at it as a challenge. So then, going that way. Right? If I feel any tangles, or even if I have like something that I cannot do anything but break, like I have a hair scissors that I will use. Let me pull it out. Hopefully I find it quickly. Yep. I use that and see, like this one is a tiny knot that I cannot do anything about, so I'm gonna cut it. I'd rather cut it than try to rip it and then it goes up and creates like, you know, those split ends. So yeah. Make sure it's fully detangled. Et voila. That's it. Now, moment of truth. I'm gonna wipe my hands. How much time do we have here? 19 minutes. Oh my goodness. So, okay. 20 minutes to fully detangle type 4 super tangled hair that had been in twists for 2 weeks. In twist outs, not twists, for 2 weeks. Had all the time to tangle. I was wearing it down the whole time, and yep. So this is exciting. I'm really glad that this challenge was successfully completed, and I hope that this encourages you to wear your hair out, celebrate your curls. Don't be scared. I'm gonna stop the timer. Don't be scared. Enjoy your hair, and just know that you have a product that works. You have this detangler. Know that it works. It will literally detangle your hair in minutes, and that it is made from ingredients that you can trust. Let's do a giveaway. Write in the comments, tell us what the most challenging step is in your routine or in your natural hair journey, and whoever has the most likes, we will gift you a build your box. So our happy hair box with all these products. You can check out build your box on our website, see what it's about. It's just like all the products you need for your wash day, but you get to select like which shampoo bar do I want. Do I want the Ayurvedic one? Do I want the growth burst one? Do I want a detangler? Do I want a leave-in conditioner? Like, you can choose what you want and you build your box. So we'll gift the person with the most likes that. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me, and looking forward to doing this again.